Welcome back to 3-Day Weekend. We've got the XP4 1000 back on the lift. She's broke. We had a heck of a weekend. Let me show you. We take all the machines, we're going for a ride. I got the family, the brother-in-law, my parents even came down, and we're cruising through Potter County, Susquehannock Trail System. They call it a few different things, but we're out there riding, we're having a great time. It's very dusty, so you get separated by quite a bit of time, so someone will just go first, and then you wait 30 seconds to a minute, the next person, just, so the dust will die down. So I'm way out in the lead. I get to the next gate, and I'm sitting there waiting for everyone, and I get a phone call from Tyler. He says, I blew a belt. We're broke down. I go all the way back. He fires up his machine, and I notice the clutch housing is shaking or whatever. Shut it off. I figure the belt's tangled up in the primary, what have you. We got to tow him home. So I hitch up to the front, and we're towing, and we're going pretty good pace. And I mentioned to the wife, man, boy, I feel like there's a lot of tension. I hope he's not riding the brakes. Just then, I signal that we're going to stop. I slow down to make a corner and look in my rearview mirror, and this is what I see. That is what I see. Well, it's actually closer, like this. That's all I see in the rear view and the camera. He has lost his brakes, and he is going to run into me. I managed to feather. He doesn't hit me. I think our tires may have touched, but no damage was done. We make it around the corner. We come to a stop. So now it's just me and him. Everyone else had taken off, and they're waiting for us somewhere. So I have to be his tow strap going forward and his brakes. So I tow him up hills, and then we stop, and I switch around to the backside, push him over the hill, and then I use my brakes to keep him under control. And then we get to the bottom, switch it back around, and go up. Finally, the rest of our crew shows up, so we're able to hook my dad's machine to the back to be the brakes with the tow rope that is already broken once. It's just tied in a knot, long story. And I'm in the front, gonna pull him. That's where we pick up right here. Tyler, you wanna run us through what we're doing?
Well, blue belt and no more brakes.
And no more brakes. So this one took to him for brakes. And that one is hooked to me for the uphill parts. I can't think of a single thing that could go wrong.
Not at all.
If this cable breaks, then it's not healthy. I'll tell him to aim for my tires. This is bad. It's been about 3 years. Three and a half years.
Yeah.
I mean, look at his beard now. That thing really grew out. Mine's the same. But it worked. Hey, that worked pretty good.
That worked good.
I had to keep feathering it.
I was trying to keep the rope slack.
Yeah. But that was all right. So now we just got to pull it on the trailer.
How long did you guys push that for?
We've been at this for a long time.
I mean, but you were pushing it. How long?
I wasn't pushing it.
Oh.
So I pulled it uphill, and then when I got to the crest of a hill, we'd stop, put it in park, and I'd go around to the back and give him a nudge. And then I would be his brakes. Oh, and then we got to the bottom of the hill, you switch again.
Oh my God.
There's no cell reception. You guys were gone forever.
I know we were going loud. Went to voicemail. There's no service. So we were going to go back to the campground because we all had been there. And then we said, well, what if Chris's broke?
Yeah, I know.
We should go back.
I'm sure my belt is protesting.
Yeah.
So once we come home, we start working on the machine, and here's what we find. Trying to find out what happened here, because we thought blew a belt. Yeah. No question, blew a belt. Our belt is still intact. But something is not right. When I turn this, the outer part seems to travel up and down. See how it's going up? and then it goes back down. Then we noticed that is missing, and a roller is missing. So that's why all this, there's a little chunk right there and a chunk right there. That's, that must be your rollers. Or your roller doing something. I hope it's not in here. Man, I don't know. I thought the secondary just wasn't sitting where it should, but now it looks okay. Something terrible happened to your primary. I hope it didn't bend your crankshaft or something. That would be bad news. And this is just from a torn axle boot. This axle is very bad. So it's all over everything. We're covered in it.
That's what it should do.
That's...
Yeah, that looks nice. Oh yeah. I like it when you can take your clutch for a walk.
That doesn't seem so good. Oh, she's chewed up. Dang. Oh my gosh.
How's the belt look?
Well, I'll tell you. Let me just put grease all over it first. That's good for it.
It is.
Well, everything is so greasy.
Wonder why.
You need a new axle. But you got bigger fish to fry now. Oh man, I should not have gotten grease all over this. We're gonna have to clean that real good.
How are you not gonna get grease on it? Everywhere.
Yeah. That looks okay.
Hunter works.
Hunter Works belt survived the ordeal.
That's impressive.
Although we were really hoping for
A broken belt.
a broken belt.
That looks
That's
separate.
your crankshaft. You're okay.
Is this a better angle over here?
That operation isn't available when you're recording. There you go. I think that's your crankshaft, and that is just your clutch.
I think so.
Yeah, this comes off.
Okay.
Ooh, man, you might have lucked out. I mean, you're still down a clutch. Wow. I have not had a clutch explode yet. So congratulations. Let's hope it pops right off. It's breaking the clutch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which it's already broken, but
Oh no.
I don't want that to break anymore. I feel like it's about ready to pop. It's absolutely getting bigger on that side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let her sit.
I'm gonna let it sit. I'll probably have to relax tension on it and reposition it. You know, I don't want it just to break. But I think you're gonna be okay here. Well, that hasn't worked. So I've been listening to the forums, and a couple people have said, just start it, and it'll come off. So we're gonna start it and see if it falls off. I doubt it very much. Okay, fire it up. Well, I just let it run for 45 minutes, updated his trail and ride command software. Figured do something as long as it's sitting there running. So that's all done, and it's still on, so that trick didn't work. I put the puller back on, and it's splitting pretty bad. So at this point, I'm gonna end up breaking off all that stuff and then grinding it down. Didn't want to, but nothing more we can really do. It has been a couple days of it just sitting there with pressure on it, and nothing has changed. So I have now officially tried every recommendation from the Facebook group I posted this question to. short of breaking it off and then grinding down until it comes loose with the angle grinder. So I think that's where we are now. Big old crack right there. I'm gonna have to go for it. So I'm gonna give her the rest of the beans on there, snap that into pieces, and then get the angle grinder out and go to work. Gotta get her off. I've been grinding away for quite some time. I just was chiseling on the end with a hammer, and I managed to get it to crack. I feel like that's a really good sign. So I think I'm done grinding, maybe. I'm just gonna start chiseling and see if I can get her to loosen up. Yes! Yes! Yes, we got her! For not having ever done that before, that is some pretty darn good filing. Just poked through in the middle and then tapped on it to get it to crack. Perfect. A little bit of a mark on the front from when I was grinding it down. Otherwise, it's in good shape. Right on. It's ready to go back together, so we're gonna leave it there for today. Obviously, we gotta order a clutch. We still don't know, are we gonna get some aftermarket, we going back OEM or whatever. Decision has not been made, but we'll get back to it. Sorry this video was out of order. I really didn't intend to do any recording that day, but leave it to Tyler. Something's gonna happen. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every viewer and every subscriber, especially you members. Patreon.com/3dayweekend. You can support me there. It keeps the wheels turning, keeps us motivated, keeps us going. We really appreciate the support. I cannot say it enough how much we appreciate it. But thanks again for watching. I hope that we'll see you here again for another video on 3 Day Weekend.